still not sure how many people this will reach, and if this will reach the people that I want to reach at all. But I've been seeing a couple people, content creators I watch, getting on the Wuthering Waves needs more male characters. I'm pretty unbiased here. I think they're right that we do need more male characters. Might not have to be, like equal numbered female characters, but still, from the number of limited 5-star releases and even the 4-stars that are coming, there are basically no males, right? Except for Jian, we've only had Xiang Liao, and he was free. So, yeah, I think we should have more male characters. But here's the thing. For one, I want these characters to be involved in the story. I liked how Jian was involved in the story. I'm not going to pull for a character, male or female, that it just isn't really involved in the story, unless they're really hot. Okay, I'll give you an example. When I was playing Genshin Impact, yes, I played Genshin since its launch, though I stopped a while back ago. All right, that's a whole nother topic. But all right, let's get on with the Wuthering Waves. So when I was playing Genshin, I pulled Eula. All right, I didn't pull for her, but I didn't plan on to. Okay, I was like, who is this? I don't know her. What does she do? I haven't seen her before. You just drop her out of nowhere, straight from the sky. I'm not pulling for that. Well, her trailer changed my mind, okay, but I could have not pulled for her, and it wouldn't have made a difference to me, okay? It's not like Hu Tao, okay? Hu Tao, I max Constellation, max refine her weapon, okay? Hu Tao is the kind of... I like her design, I like her personality, I like her character. I like her involvement in the story. It doesn't have to be something very serious. It doesn't have to be the main story, but like she has to be in the story. She has to have cutscenes. I have to see her somewhere. I have to see her doing things to get how her character is like. And if I like her character as a whole, if I like her personality, I'll pull. And this is why I have not pulled for Shi, the painter girl. I haven't pulled for her, and she's the only limited 5-star since I've been playing, since the launch of Wuthering Waves, that I have not pulled for. Okay, all the rest of them I pulled for. Alright? Pull for Jinxi with a signature. Zhangli with a signature. Jian with a signature. Yinlin with a signature. Alright? I pulled for all of them except for Judge, because I did not get enough of her. I did not get enough of her in the story. She was not characterized enough. I did not like her personality from the little glimpse of it that I got to see. So I did not pull for her. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. So what I'm saying is, yes, we should have more male characters, but there needs to be stories for them. There needs to be cutscenes. There needs to be something that characterizes them more than just like even Xiang Liao, right? Maybe he was teased in trailers before. Maybe they were working on him since beta, but it was kind of like I did not expect he was coming. I do not know his character. I do not know what makes him tick. I do not know his goals and motivations and what he does in this world. So if he was not given to me for free, I'll be honest, I would have not pulled for him. This is a problem. Now, I get it. Okay, there's people in the CN side, right? That believe me, I know. Okay, I am ethnically 100% Chinese. Both my parents were born in China, okay? I speak Chinese. I know what some of them says, okay? I know there's a saying online on the CN side that goes 有男不还, which means if there are male characters playable, then I'm not playing this game, alright? I know of these things. And I know some people are gonna be pissed, but hear me out, okay? I'm trying to be unbiased. What I see is what happened to these people, alright? They played gacha games. They played these gacha games that were, you know, marketed with hot women, right? Big badonkers, sexy clothing, you know, you're gonna attract the crowd that is mostly, you know, male. And this is what they want to see. Nothing wrong with that, alright? If they're paying for it, and you're trying to get them to pay for it, well, nothing wrong with making designs like that. The issue becomes these gacha characters you have to spend time to farm for, and sometimes, I'd even say most of the times, if you really want a character, then you're gonna have to pay money for it, right? So this is a product you're selling. And the issue with this is if they sell this product, I've seen things happen like this in other games, if I remember correctly, right? Because I know the Chinese name of the game. I'm not sure if it's the English one, but I think it is. Okay, Snowbreak, Containment Zone, or whatever it's called, right? It had the same issue. It had the issue where they attracted a bunch of male gamers, and then they started making male characters, and then having, you know, like these male players have pulled for, you know, waifus. Like, for example, I'm just giving an example, maybe a waifu similar to let's say Changli, all right? She's down bad for the main character. And then what happens is, after they sell this character, right, then they write a story, they continue the story on by writing male characters, and then having these female characters who used to be down bad for the protagonist switch their interest to the new male character. It feels like a betrayal. You sold me this product, and what's important to me, and I think a lot of people too, right? It's not, you're buying this character because yes, okay, she's hot, he's handsome, but not just that, for their character as well. If you like a bad boy like Scar, right, you will be pissed if Scar suddenly became a goody two shoes. You get what I mean? If you like a good, straightforward, honest guy like Jian, and then after you pulled for him, he started becoming a playboy and started flirting with every girl as he could in the story, you would not be happy with that, right? You will be pissed. Because what's just as important to you, to us as players, when we pull for these characters, it's not just their models, but also their personality. When you decide to change them up drastically, it feels like a betrayal. You know, we have the saying in Chinese, 挂羊头卖狗肉. It's like you advertise your product as such, and then you sell a different product. That's the issue. You advertise your product as someone who is very calm, who is very, you know, honest, straightforward, who's very kind to the protagonist, who's potentially interested or actually is interested in the protagonist. This could be male or female, and you are sold on his personality or her personality, and you pull for this character. And then what happens later, after you pull for this character, right, after you have spent money, after you might have already maxed Constellation, maxed Eidolon, maxed sequenced this character, max refined their weapon, and then comes along someone else in the story, and then they switch their interest, or they change their attitudes, they change their personality drastically, with like almost no justification. Like, I would understand if there was this happy-go-lucky character, and then their entire village got Sasuke. I would understand they became depressed as hell. You might not like this change, all right? And even, you know, it still applies. You bought this product, and this product became something else. You're not happy with it, but you can kind of understand, right? But the thing is, lots of these times, these changes are just not justified. I've seen these games and what Snowbreak used to be like, right? I didn't play it, but I've heard it I've seen it on lots of Chinese Bilibili videos, okay? Bilibili is like the Chinese YouTube, alright? I've seen it on Bilibili where uploaders, right, these content creators, they would explain what happened to Snowbreak. And it was basically these characters, these girls they were selling were kind, right, and interested in the protagonist. And then after they sell these characters, after their banner ads, then comes along in the story another male character that they're selling, and suddenly all the female characters are interested in him, and you can't even avoid it. Not even only in story, but even in gameplay, because this male character is stronger than the protagonist or whatever meta teams of waifus you were using. Stronger than any team, so you have to slap him in every team. Of course people will get mad, you see. But the thing is, the CN community probably couldn't put their hands or on what's wrong, couldn't point to what was wrong, okay? It happens, right? I mean, like, there are cases, right? There are things that happens in real life, okay, where people are too confused to realize what is going on, right? There are people who are in abusive relationships and they don't realize it is, right? When a guy, for example, when the guy tells a girl, right, he's like, "Oh, you're too clingy," right, or whatever. She doesn't realize he's just given an excuse because he's not in love with her anymore. He just wants to break up. But this girl doesn't realize, right? She doesn't realize he's being abusive. She doesn't realize he's trying to break up, and he just, like, he just doesn't want to come out and say it. So she's trying to, self-improve and all that, and basically like, oh, I can get him back, which is totally delusional, right? So I understand where both sides come from, and I'm just saying, I think the CN side also has a point, and I think rather than saying 有男不玩, right? Because it's not like the Genshin Impact community says that, right? Or at least not the majority. It's like, if there are, it's a very, very tiny portion of the player base. Everyone's fine with the male characters in Genshin, right? Because they are involved in the story. They are not there to become lovers with the female characters. And look, people are just gonna say, "Oh, how can you be mad at pixels?" But look, it's a story, okay? And even a video game, it has a story. And I play as the protagonist. This is my story. It's perfectly fine if a female character is in love with another male character. There's nothing wrong with that. But the issue becomes, why would you focus on their love story? Like, why would you spend cutscenes, an entire patch, all the story, to focus on their love story? It does not matter in the grand scheme of things. It does not matter to the protagonist. Like, I'll give you another example. Say, Harry Potter, right? I think a lot of people know about Harry Potter. Whose love life have we most focused on? Of course, it's Harry Potter, because he's the protagonist, right? And by love life, I'm talking about, like romantic relationships, right? We're mostly focused with him and how he feels. He dated Cho Chang, then he dated Ginny Weasley. Ginny Weasley's dated other people, and that's fine. But we don't spend entire chapters, or even an entire book, trying to tell the reader what Ginny Weasley has been up to, who she's been dating, who she's been banging or not. That has nothing to do with the main story, which is how Harry rises, to the occasion and defeats this big bad, defeats Voldemort. Ginny Weasley becomes an important part of his life. Ginny Weasley joins him on his quest, in his story, to beat the big bad. That is relevant. So we keep this part in the story. So we give it time, chapters, cutscenes, if this was a video game, and we flesh out their story. But we would not spend entire chapters or even entire books to describe how Ginny Weasley dated other people, because this is not a story about Ginny Weasley. This is a story about Harry Potter. Do you understand where I'm coming at? This is a story about Rover. Okay, Wuthering Waves is a story about Rover. If you're a male character and you can make different cutscenes, right? If for example I chose the male Rover and the male character is buddy with me, but if I chose female Rover, the male character is in love with me, I'm totally fine with that. There's nothing wrong with female Rover having a reverse harem, just like how male Rover has a harem, right? Well, I'm just putting this simply, right? It might not be a harem, but lots of people are interested in you. It's totally fine. If you want to, if it's acceptable in this world, have a harem. I'm perfectly fine, because this is Rover's story, right? We're not focused on this NPC Yo and who she loves. We're not focused on their story for an entire patch, for multiple cutscenes, multiple stories, right? We're not focused on the NPC Sinley. We're not focused on what he does while he's off duty. It doesn't matter, because this is a story about Rover. Oh yes, this is Jinjo. You could say this is also a story about Jinjo, but it's not just a story about Jinjo. This is the story about how Rover saves the world, or at least tries to, right? It could have very well ended in failure. That's totally fine. But this is a story about how Rover comes, impacts this world, and changes it, right? Hopefully for the better. So the story must be relevant to Rover. These characters should only be introduced with how relevant they are and how they interact with Rover. Well, of course, I understand. Oh, Changli is the master of Jinxie or whatever. Sure, but they didn't spend a lot of time focusing on it, right? It would have been the same if Changli was a guy and he was the master of Jinxie. Even if they loved each other romantically, it wouldn't have mattered, right? The point is not to spend a lot of time on things that does not matter, right? It's like a filler patch. It's like filler episodes in anime, but instead of just being filler, you also get annoyed how other people date each other, or bang each other, or court each other, and it does nothing to the main story. Maybe it adds a bit to their character, but it just does not feel good. It doesn't. You could very well change the sexes and I will still not feel good. And I think the girls would not feel good with... Most girls would not feel good with things like that too. Like, I gave examples, right? For example, Gian, right? Talking about how he was giving his seed to Rover, right? You can interpret that as however you want, right? You can have a headcanon where he's totally down bad for female Rover. I'm fine with that. Nothing wrong with that. If, however, in the next patch, for example, Gian just became starry-eyed over this new female character, for example, Shorekeeper, or maybe Camellia. I don't know, but one of these new female characters coming out, and he's just straight up interested, and he just ditches female Rover and goes over and starts flirting, and then starts flirting with every new female character that comes. Would you like that? You probably wouldn't, and I wouldn't either. I pulled for GN because he was a serious guy and I liked how he was implicated in the story. I liked his personality. If you change his personality, I'll be pissed about it. As simple as that, right? If you want to release a male character and have female characters interested in him, give him other female characters to be interested in, and not the female characters that are already released. Because the female characters that are already released, they are already characterized. Their personalities are already known to us through stories. And if you change them, then it doesn't feel good. Right? It's like Gwayeong My Goro. It's like you advertise your product to be lamb meat, and then you're selling dog meat. That's not the fucking shit I signed up for, right? And I get why some of these CN guys are mad, because they get these games that, you know, sell sexy hot female characters. Nothing wrong with that, right? Keep in mind, this is like in China, where they're really strict with porn, right? So there's nothing you can, like, these women are hot, sure, but there's, you know, it's a safe game. Most likely it's just, you know, a 12-year-old game, or something like a 8-year-old game. It's not going to be like, you know, 18 plus. Even 18 plus games, like how Stonebreak is right now, all right? It's not really, you know, there's no action, not really any action going on, right? So the issue, right? Another issue is these games come out to sell these hot female characters, attracts a male dominated player base, and then because they start going after the female player base, and then they start putting out male characters, and these male gamers will be mad, right? It's like your game was advertised as male oriented. You were selling hot female characters, and now you turn around and you sell male characters. This is the issue with games that are live service. It's like, you sold this to me, right? I bought this gacha character. I spent money to pull on the gacha, and then you switch your game's direction and you go in another direction. Of course I'd be pissed, right? As a consumer, I'd be pissed. I would probably report them to consumer protection, or whatever the hell it's called. This has also happened before in similar games with hot female characters, where, you know, female netizens see this thing and they're like, well, I don't want to see this, right? Instead of saying, I'll just block this channel, right? This game company's channel on Bilibili, or block their Twitter account, or Weibo account, or WeChat account, or you know, similar things. Instead, they report this game company to the government, and then the government's like, okay, well, you got reported, so now censor your stuff, right? So now the game company has to censor their characters, and now the male gamers are pissed, because I paid for this, and then I paid for this product, and then you change the product. Like, do I get a refund? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, right? So I totally understand where the CN side comes from with Yonan Buwan, with they're not playing a game if they're male playable characters. In this regard, I think that Genshin, Honkai, and Wuthering Waves, the 3 games I played, alright, don't mention CZ, I never played that game, has an advantage over traditional games, because you can choose the sex of your character. You can choose if they are male or female. So if you are a female player and you want romantic relationships with the male characters, they can give it to you. And vice versa, if you are a male player and you want romantic relationships with the male, with the female characters, you choose male rover, and they can give it to you, and there will be no issues, no problems, right? So in this regard, I think there will be much better chance of Wuthering Waves going into Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact's footsteps, and also releasing very well characterized male characters with great personalities, right? As one of my favorite Wuthering Waves content creators says, let them cook. They have the chance, they have what it takes to release good male characters. Alright. Enough of that ranting. Let's do our dailies.
北道金行，北道金行，来者不善也。万类化身，离火，天清。
Nice, that's it. Let's get the big
北道金行，
drops in.
谁才是凡龙之鸟呢？赤灵，属尽。血雨诸神，离火，天清。
Let's get one.
北道金行。
Yeah, I forgot to say, right? For example, give Wuthering Waves example.
既定于内。
我看见我的路。
Calculator. I like his design. I like his movesets. He might not be the best character out there, but I like playing with him. He's fun to play. But where the hell have you been, Mr. Calculator? How are you involved in the story? Give me something. Right? Even Jianxin, who we've only met like once or twice, I can't remember. Right? It wasn't very memorable, but she still showed up. Like, we know a bit how she thinks, how she acts, what her character is like, what her personality is. As for Calcaro, we know nothing. I need to know what he is like. I need to know what makes him tick. What are his goals and motivations? What he's doing here? What is he trying to achieve? What are his struggles? What makes him happy? What makes him mad? What makes him depressed? Come on, give me something, right? Like, if Calcaro was not a standard banner character and he was a limited and they just released him, I might pull because of his design, but I also might not pull because I just don't know what he does. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is as a person, as a character. So I might not pull him. That being said, I am confident that Kuro is cooking up something with him.
既定于内。
我看见我的路。
Mr. New Federation from Ghost Towns. He's the only one who has this affiliation. No. International Mercenary Group. I'd like to know where his base is. I'd like to know what he does on his spare time. I'd like to know how he works and what he does outside of his base. makes him much more interesting. Well, though, maybe Kuro won't cook up something for him because he's a standard banner. Who the hell knows? I'm hopeful. I'm more hopeful for future male character releases, like what people has been hoping for, right? Like Scar and Geshu-Lin. If I remember correctly, Geshu-Lin was teased, and he's the guy who was the general before Jian, right? I'm not sure I would be interested in him. Not sure about his design and all, but I know I'm interested in Scar. Okay, Scar's English voice actor has killed it. Okay, I know I'm playing on the Chinese voice acting right now, but at the beginning I was playing on the English one. I switched because most of them, right, and I think is no fault due to their voice actors and actresses, was kind of boring, right? It was the voice direction that probably had that needs to bear the responsibility for that. But yeah, however, Scar's English voice actor carried the entire fucking English voice acting on his own. Okay, there's no questions, no doubts about it. Scar's English voice actor was fan-fucking-tastic. Nothing more you can do, okay? I only ask that you perform as well as you did when Scar's will be released as a playable character, hopefully, right? Then I will definitely pull for Scar. Hopefully, I'm just hoping, right, that the Chinese and Japanese voice actors, if they can look, all right, I think the English voice actor of Scar deserves some blazing. If the Chinese and Japanese voice actors can do half as well as the English voice actor, then Scar will be fucking perfect. He'll be perfect.
来者不善，清风理行，万类幻生，绽放吧！缓和转换，心理诸神。
Intro, defeat enemies. Upgrade weapon, I can get this. Go. Oh, am I finally a millionaire? I farmed so much shell credits yesterday. Finally. Intro and defeat enemies. Alright, let's just
味道惊险，不许伤害大家！邪气炖心，
That should be all. Oh, no way. Crit rate for cost. For the arrow set. Consume potion. But I don't have potions. Am I the only one who's never made potions? Like, yeah, I made revival things, but like the healing things, who uses those? You just bring a healer, right? Especially if you have someone that's crack as Verena, just buffs attack for the entire team.
离火，天清。
Well, I think I have maybe one healing potion somewhere. Let's take it.
来者清风理行，
Let's
心。
Potions. Where would potions be? Here? Could this be it? Okay, alright. That is it. Echo XP. Nice tuners. Man. I had like 1,800 or like 1,900 and I'm just getting more and more of these. Whereas these, I never have enough. I've seen people post on Reddit where they say, oh, I ran out of tuners and I have a bunch of XP. I have no clue how you did that. Dude, I have no clue.
既定于内，事成于外。
战局多变，切勿大意。
This could definitely be better. Like I said, I don't have good forecasts with crit main stats and double crit, so I'm hoping this one rolls double crit. Crit damage ones. Yeah, you see this crit rate one? Attack and HP. Jesus. And this. This one's even worse. Come on, give me double crit. Double crit, baby. Oh my lord. You can't make this shit up. Double HP? Jesus Christ. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. Holy. I guess we could try rolling a crit damage one, but it's not very, like, unless it rolls really high in crit rates, because Jian's his signature weapon is main stat is crit damage, right, or substat or whatever. Like, it has crit damage, not crit rate. So, man. Double crit? Crit damage, but low roll. But heavy attack damage, also low roll. But these are both useful for Jian. Oh. Guess I'll keep rolling. Jesus. I'll keep rolling. Crit rate, come on. Higher roll a crit rate. Jesus Christ. Let's bring this to 20. If it's to 20 and there's still no crit rates, I don't know if I still want to level it. Crit rate, crit rate, crit rate. Energy regen. See? I don't mind energy regen on Jian because he does need a bit of that. Oh, the dilemma. So, guess I'll use this. And this, it's just flat attack. HP. Flat attack. See, I never run out of these. Echo XP that I run out. Come on, crit rate. High roll me a crit rate. 10.5% crit rate. Let's go. Oh, attack percent. It's still better than the one I have because it's 4 useful substats instead of 3. Right? But if I ditch all this crit rates, that's like 30% crit rate I'm losing out on. I would not have enough crit rates. See, I'll switch it in, and you can see. Holy shit! Not how nice, 300% crit damage. You don't even have 40. You don't even have 50% crit rate. That's so bad. Jesus. That's so bad. I guess this will be useful, right, for any future hologram fights, because I could eat crit rate food. That will help. If I use this and I eat the 20% extra crit rate food, I'll have 64%, right? Which is decent, I guess, with 300% crit damage. That would be pretty good against a hologram. But yeah, if we're talking about like tower adversity, I would have to use a crit rate one. Because I have no good forecasts, right?
记忆定于内。有什么想祈福的吗？
Also wants
我可以为你代劳。
resonant skill, crit rate, flat attack. You could say this is like only 2.5, right? Like 2.5 useful subs. You could also say it's 3 because the crit rate is pretty high. It's not the max, it's pretty high. So you could count this as like 1.5. And also hers. 1, 2, right? Heavy attack is man on her, I think. And the flat attack is, flat attack. It'd be better if this was attack percent. It's also probably just like 3, maybe 3.5 useful substats if you're being generous. Yeah, I can't decide which forecast I will fall. I think I'll not jinx. I think I'm not gonna go for Shui because I tried farming for more Shuis. It just didn't work out. And see how many joys I have. I farmed Shui before. Issue is I just didn't get that many crit rate mains or crit damage mains, and I was just leveling whichever I could. There are like still 3 here that I could level. I just don't have the XP for. Let's level 1 of them. Not bad. This is pretty low, but this is like high. Mid to mid high, I think. I could keep going to 15. If 15 still doesn't yield crit, then it's probably over. I don't have a lot of XP. I'll leave. I hate farming for this dude because he takes a long time to come up. I think I'll go for the monkey. I haven't farmed the full cost bosses this week yet. Let's farm the monkey. don't
既
plan
定
on
于内，
bringing
小道自会全力以赴。
90. It's too expensive. She doesn't do that much damage anyways for the time of for the amount of time she wastes doing her Tai Chi. Unless I get right like sequences. Let's get one more in. So long. Probably more weapon ascension.
转元从风。洞若观火，新增野行，万类化生，血字不秀。谁才是樊笼之鸟呢？哼，就交给我吧。血气更激。既定于内。
战局多变，切无大意。
See which ones I got. Crit rate, nice. Crit damage, nice. Double crit, come on. Double crit. Ooh. This is a mid roll to mid high roll. Oh. I do want to bring him up. Unfortunately, I'm out. Okay. I'll wait to get this to once more. Then I think I'll farm 2 tacit fields. 2 tacit fields, and then probably once weapon level up next.
既定于内。
战局多变，切无大意。
crit damage. Nice. Got pretty lucky today. 1 crit rate, 2 crit damage. Take those. Let's get some tacit fields done so I can get some Echo XP.
天元苍生，诸邪皆除。烛光踏红，天速停光，习气更激。来者不善啊！谁才是繁龙之鸟呢？万类化身。行命！哎，不许伤害大师，晒足太阳吧！离火，人清，万类化身，携手，应下吧，绽放吧！红心，巨心。金风隐形，
attack. I have enough of Flawless with electro damage. Energy regen. I think I have enough of this as well. Alright then, let's get this one done.
战斗不能只依靠蛮力，战场即是我们与对手间的博弈之地。记。
Yes, yacht. Okay, look. Come on. Release him as a playable character. It will truly be a Genshin could never lose. Come on, Kuro. I know you can do it.
战斗不能只依靠蛮力，战场即是我们与对手间的博弈之地。技巧、智慧，缺一不可。新人。 要来练练手吗？必要的训练能让你保持头脑清醒。记住，你的敌人可不会给你犯错的机会。
And And his Chinese voice actor is really good too. Yeah, hell yeah. Release him as a playable character, man. I will vote for him. Better be like gauntlet user. Throws hands, punches monsters in the face. Or pistol character. Listen, we still don't have a pistol limited character. Release him as a pistol character. Just take 2. Go. Wait, I don't think I did my weeklies this week yet. Well, okay. Well, I did max out Chomp-Li, so. And I did max out Tower Adversity. It's not that pressing of a matter, I guess. I also did this.
忍随神智，离火，天青，呀，心有诸神，火旗奉行，来者不善呢。
Only 2? Oh, that's cringe, man. Get a couple more of these in before I get off. These.
来者不善呢，万类化身。
Let's get this bird. Drop this bird.
忍随神智，
Arrow.
万类化身。
14 more. Takes like a minute. I'll probably leave. I don't know if there's still anyone doing this one. Everyone should have their points maxed already, probably. Oh. Nice. Got one here. Oh, it's funny. Oh, it's funny how we had Xiang Liao and Calcaro. Damn.
力道惊醒， 血型。出神，血型。
Wait, slow burn up.
天气，动若观火，血型，力道惊险，血型三皇行令，断，力道惊险，血型，任随神智。
现在谁是猎物？
Why is it taking so long?
血型，血型，任随神智。
Arrow. Like, look at that. Look at our lag a lot. What the hell? Is he playing on the McDonald's Wi-Fi?
新分也行，出，火旗奉行，断。
Man, it's such a torture to play with someone with such bad Wi-Fi. Like, I thought my Wi-Fi was bad. Holy shit.
血型，动若观火，出神，血气对击，血型争，三皇行令，任随神智，血型。血型，
I'm sorry, Calcaro, but your Wi-Fi is way too bad. Holy. Jesus, wow. I'm out. Alright, then. That's it for today. Or at least new. Maybe I'll get on friends
力道惊喜，
tonight. Well, I know you World of Tanks players. Some of you are big weebs. Otherwise, they would not be doing all the weeb events, the VTuber event we have right now. So yeah, if you like these kind of games, play them. Also like and subscribe and comment.